Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in. Today, we're going to be looking at uh, Monero against Bitcoin. Um, Currently, right now, I have the it says BTUSD because I have both stacked. But right now, this is the Monero against Bitcoin chart on the weekly. Last week, I made a video in regards to how Monero can indicate potentially the next cycle for the next phase of the rally. And I indicated in uh, the previous run of Monero around here, where we see before a lot of the other altcoins started to rally, before Bitcoin got past its prior all-time high, we saw a huge valuation jump with Monero against Bitcoin. And I contend that we're going to potentially see another run like that um, in the foreseeable future, at least before Bitcoin gets past $20,000. Currently, right now, Bitcoin is not past $20,000. We're currently, right at the doorstep. Um, However, we have not yet gone over that fence, and I make this video again. Not to say like my prediction is going complete because we haven't seen that move yet, but Monero is up 6.5% for the week. Um, and on the day, we're looking at like a 6.56% on the day. So pretty significant gains for a mid cap altcoin, one of the larger ones. And just to bring it back again, we'll take a look at what happened prior to the prior time Bitcoin passed its all time high. So this white line up here indicates the last all time high, so around $1,000. So to be exact, $961. Okay, so before we got to 20,000, sorry, $1,000, Monero did rally. It rallied from 168,000 to about 226,000 sats, making a gain of considerable amounts. I mean, it's 1,200%. Now, I'm not contending that we're going to see uh, value like percentage jumps on that scale, and it'll be hard to contend if Monero will go past the 320 some thousand sat mark against Bitcoin, but one can hope. And in looking at prior performance, again, prior performance doesn't indicate exactly how it's going to play out, but it can give us some insight on how these coins interact with one another. And I would contend that Monero is a unique altcoin in the sense that it could be a key indicator on roughly, within relatively short amount of time, because we are looking at the weekly. And when Monero peaked uh, in the prior run before Bitcoin went to its all time high, it took roughly 189 days for Bitcoin at that point to then rally all the way up to past its prior all time high. So looking at that, that's about 27 weeks. Um, so fairly long in the grand scheme of things, but that's a little over half a year, which in itself, I'd like to remind everyone, is not a long period of time. We're not talking about years; we're talking about months. And in that case, I think that's what makes Monero a fairly good indicator of what is to come. And again, I think again, it makes no difference in this sense. Like it's not one of the main reasons why I am in Monero. But if I can find where that bar pattern is here, oh wait, sorry. If I go to the Monero chart and I take it here to here. and we see how Monero is playing out right now, you could see the similarities. Okay. Again, it's not exact, and this is not an exact science, but we see two peaks here, two peaks here, a downwards trend and cup here that rallies up to the next peak and coming back down. And then on the fourth attempt of a run, we see that giant breakout. And when we look at where Monero is right now currently, with it being up 6% for the week, we see a potential reversal coming up. Now, is this going to be the reversal? We don't know. It's too early to tell. The main, I think, indicator with that to give some confidence in that is that it breaks this level up here at around 112,000 satoshis. If it breaks and is gonna, it looks like it's continued to make a higher high, then we can then expect or speculate that this would be indeed the breakout that Monero is going to get. And with that said, um, we can then assume that if that is the breakout for Monero, then Bitcoin won't be too far away from reaching it for breaking and hopping over the fence of $20,000, which will then indicate a rally for the majority of the other altcoins. So Monero is the first domino in the several dominoes to come. I think in garnering where we are in in the current trend. First, Monero will break out, followed by Bitcoin uh, uh, breaking out beyond $20,000, coming back down, making a support, which will then result in another phase for all coins to start rallying. Now, it might not play out exactly. If Bitcoin does move sideways from here, then it is a very good chance for altcoins to also rally at that time. But I think if Monero does give us that rally before a majority of other altcoins do, which I think will be the case, it might be a good trading opportunity to then hold Monero, sell Monero, move Monero profits to another altcoin or Bitcoin if you like, and then ride those waves after the fact. Um, Simply because when looking at Monero, it does seem to rally before a majority of altcoins do. And I mean, we can even throw on Ethereum here to show what I'm talking about. And if we throw the candle here, Poloniex is kind of weird because it has that weird, extremely weird 50 BTC wick. It's they should really get rid of it, but c'est la vie. Okay. So if we move this to the logarithmic and bring this out so it's more pronounced. Okay, so we see that it was around this time of August 2016 where Monero started to move. After that, Ethereum started to move, right? So it would be better if Monero was on top and like Bitcoin and Monero switch places, but you can see here that first Monero, then Bitcoin, right? Then Bitcoin passed its prior all-time high, and from that point on, Ethereum started to rally. And again, remember, this is in a span of months. In a span of months. So we'll definitely see how this plays out, but it's very exciting to see that Monero is one of the coins that are doing fairly well today in comparison to others. And it just reminded me of the video that I made last week So talking about this, where I thought Monero could potentially be one of the first altcoins out of the gate, to indicate the next phase of the cycle of this rally, which would be Bitcoin in true price discovery mode when it passes its prior all-time high, and that's simply because Bitcoin has never been above $20,000, and that's when true volatility kicks in, and that's when things get very, very interesting. Anyway, that's all I have to say about the matter today. Talk to you later. Bye bye.